Ever notice how music is all around us? It's not just in songs, it's in the rhythm of footsteps, the rustling of leaves, and even the beeping of our crosswalk signal. The world is full of hidden melodies. Even our own heartbeat keeps a natural rhythm, like the built-in drum. Today, we're going to dive into the world of ukuleles and make our own music. We'll discover how strings vibrate, how chords work, and even how to create our own rhythms. Get ready to rock out and unlock the secrets of sound.
There are two major scientific components of music, acoustics and psychoacoustics. Before we dive into either, let's understand something. When you make a sound, it comes out in the form of sound waves. Depending on what sound you make, the waves will look different. To understand that, let's start with acoustics. Acoustics is the branch of science concerned with the study of sound, how it's produced, transmitted, and perceived. The two major components of this are frequency, the number of waves that pass through a given point at 1 second, and amplitude, the strength of the sound waves that determines loudness. Let's tune one of the strings on this ukulele to understand frequency. If I pluck this string as I'm turning the peg, the pitch will become higher and it will sound higher pitched. And if I go the opposite way, the pitch will become lower. For amplitude, let's pluck the string at different strengths. Can you hear the difference? Before we create our ukulele, let's take a look at a real ukulele. Every ukulele has a body, strings, and a sound hole, which are the three things that our makeshift ukulele will have. The two things that control the sound being made by the strings is the turning pegs, which control how stretched the strings are, and the second one being the thickness of the strings. Let's focus on the thickness of the strings. Thick strings vibrate slower and will produce a deeper or lower sound, while thinner strings vibrate fast and produce a high-pitched sound. Let's set out the materials for the kit that we will be making today.
First, you guys are going to open your box and take out all of the materials. We have the strings, the fretboard, the head, tuning pegs, the 3 black back plates, and the mounting plate. We're also going to have some screws and an Allen wrench. Then close the box back up and flip it over to the side with the dotted lines, and you're just going to cut out those parts with the Allen wrench. I like to push down and then it comes out pretty easily. Alright, now we're going to attach the fretboard, and to do this I'm going to take a back plate and basically you're going to sandwich the cardboard in between the fretboard and the back plate, and then to connect it you're going to use 2 screws. Alright, now we're going to take our strings with the board and we're going to attach it into the smaller rectangular shaped cutout that's below the circle. And you're going to use 2 screws to attach this as well. And we're going to do the same thing that we did before and sandwich the cardboard in between the board and the biggest backing plate. Now we're going to attach the mounting bracket, and we're going to do the exact same thing that we've done for the past few items. You're going to take your back plate, take 2 screws, and sandwich the cardboard in between the back plate and the mounting bracket. This part's kind of hard, so make sure if you need some help, don't be afraid to ask an adult. Now that the head is all connected, we're going to start assembling our tuning pegs. Now, as you can notice, there is a part of the tuning peg that is really easy to turn. You want to make sure that part is sticking outside of the head so that you can easily turn it when you're playing your ukulele. You're going to do the exact same thing that we've done the past few times, and you're going to take a screw, put it into the hole, and screw it in with the Allen wrench. Once you're done, all of the tuning pegs should look like this. Now, we're gonna move on to securing our strings. So go ahead and unravel all the strings and pick the first string that you wanna connect. You're gonna connect this to the tuning peg, and notice how there's 2 holes. Thread it through the first hole and then loop it around and thread it through the second hole. Then you're gonna pull the string and tighten it by turning the peg. Remember, you don't have to tighten the strings super tight this time because we will continue to tighten them when we're tuning them. Also, if you have any remaining string, make sure to cut that. You're going to repeat this for all 4 strings.
Hi, I'm Nina, and I'm going to introduce some of the basics of music before we get into playing our ukulele. Firstly, rhythm is an important thing to understand when we play an instrument. Rhythm is the heartbeat of the music you are playing. It is the beat that notes stay to. Most often in one measure, there are 4 beats. A quarter note is a quarter of the 4 beats, making it 1 beat. A half note is half of the 4 beats, making it 2 beats. And an eighth note is half of a quarter beat, making it half a beat. And lastly, we have a whole note, which is all 4 beats. Let's practice. We also want to be able to understand pitches and chords. Let's look at the strings. From left to right, the strings are named G, C, E, and A. By pressing on these strings in different ways, we can change the frequency the strings produce, forming different chords. The chords we will be using in this song are C, G, and F. Let's learn these chords now. To play chords, we're going to press down on frets, which are the spaces between the strings. To play the C chord, hold down on the 3rd fret on the A string. To play the F chord, you're first going to hold down on the 1st fret of the E string and then the 2nd fret of the G string. And finally, to play the G chord, first place your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. Then you're going to place your 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the C string. Finally, place your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the E string. That's all the chords you're going to need to play our song. Now, let's play our song, Happy Birthday. Using the chords we learned earlier, F, C, and G, we can play the chords of this song. When the letter appears in the music, that's when you switch. Let's do it now. We're going to start with measures 1 and 2 first. When we sing the word birthday, we're going to start strumming the C chord. When we get to the word you, we're going to switch to the G chord. Let's try it. Happy birthday to you. Now, let's add measures 3 and 4. We're going to keep strumming the G chord until we get to the next U. Then we're going to switch back to the C chord. We're going to keep playing that again until the next U. Let's put those two measures together. Happy birthday to you. Now, let's play the next two measures. We're going to continue strumming the C chord until the words Dear Someone, where we switch to F. Happy birthday, dear someone, happy. Finally, for the last two measures, we're going to strum C until the word to, where we're going to quickly switch to G before switching right back to C. Birthday to you. Let's put it all together. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear someone. Happy birthday to you. That's our song.
Congratulations! You've successfully built your own cardboard ukulele. By understanding the science behind sound and the mechanics of a real ukulele, you've created a musical instrument that you can play and enjoy. Remember, the world of music and sound is very vast. From the gentle strum of a ukulele to the powerful roar of a lion, sounds play vital roles in our lives. Now, you can use your creation to explore the world of sound even deeper and extend your appreciation for music. Keep creating, keep exploring, and keep making music. Let's take a look at a real guitar.
Quiet. I can help it.
Or bass. No, that was so...
You look.